I actually don't remember that. I don't remember that meeting that 50 Cent is about to come flood the street. Like it was on us. I don't remember that. And looking at that, I don't know. Should we have to been worrying about that? Or should Jay? Was 50 more a Jay competition than state property? I could see if it was like, yo, G-Unit coming, watch out for Banks and them, because that would have, yeah, but I would think that would have been Jay had to worry about 50 more than us.
The moment Beanie Sigel reveals why 50 Cent was a bigger business threat to Jay-Z changes how you see hip-hop forever. You thought this was just rap beef. It was never that simple, though. This was about power, ownership, and million-dollar decisions behind closed doors. In this clip, Beanie Sigel breaks down a moment most fans completely missed. While everybody focused on the music, real moves were happening in the background that could have reshaped the entire industry. We're talking about record deals worth millions, label control, missed opportunities that still raise questions today, and a business offer from 50 Cent that sounds almost unreal. Now I'm about to let y'all hear this for yourselves, but before I do, I just need y'all to like, leave y'all thoughts down below in the comment section, and subscribe. Let's get into it.
Now, I wanted to ask you about this, man. There's this famous clip of Jay-Z that's been viral a few times where he's like, you know, he's kind of warning you guys, like, 50 Cent is coming. You know, flood the streets with music now. You know, he's about to blow. You know, do you remember that? And what was that like?
I actually don't remember that. I don't remember that meeting that 50 Cent is about to come flood the street. Like it was on us. I don't remember that. And looking at that, I don't know. Should we have to been worrying about that? Or should Jay? Was 50 more a Jay competition than state property? I could see if it was like, yo, G-Unit coming, watch out for Banks and them, because that would have, yeah, but I would think that would have been Jay had to worry about 50 more than us.
That's a fact. You know, 50 he shot right to the top right from the beginning. Okay, so I believe at one point, you know, you catch another case, and that one's a little bit more serious at the time.
Which one was that? That's crazy even saying that. Which case was that? Wow.
Well, I believe you did your bid and you were with 50 Cent's uncle,
yeah.
And then you and 50 started communicating.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
was that the bid we were talking about, or was that another one?
No, that was that bid. Yeah, that was
that bid.
Yeah, that's for a firearm and the facts.
How did you guys end up, you know, talking or being cool with 50 Cent's uncle?
No, he was cool. He just came to me one day. We was in the yard, introduced himself. He's like, yo, my nephew gonna come up and see me when your next visit. So I told him, so we just lined our visits up together on the same day. And then, you know, we made sure in the visiting room we kind of sat close. So man 50 can chop it up.
Was that your first time talking to 50?
No.
Okay, and you know, are you guys immediately talking about business at the time, or is he trying to see what's going on?
Yeah, he was talking about when I come home, he had some plans that he wanted to put together for me. Rockefeller no longer exists, the company dissolved, and if I wanted a place to put my music at, I could come over there with him.
What were your thoughts when you heard this?
Let's get it.
Yeah, I mean, 50 was huge at the time. You know, I would have loved to see, you know, you put a record out on G-Unit, man. That would have been dope.
Yeah.
You know, with 50 and Banks and Yayo, and I think Mobb Deep was over there at the time.
Yeah, he had like a a nice plan. It wasn't just an album. He had a couple albums he wanted to do with me. He wanted to do, me and him do a project. He wanted a state property G Unit project. It was like 5 different albums he had. He had a whole situation.
And he was offering you 10 mil.
Something like that.
Man, that's some good money.
Great.
Man. Okay, now you hear about this deal, you get out of jail, and you go talk to Jay. What's that like?
I think I talked about that before in the interview. Evidently, it ain't happened, so it was what it was. I think I still was obligated for one more project on Def Jam.
And Jay didn't want to let you out the deal.
I said, evidently, I didn't make that move with 50.
Right. Man, okay, so you don't do the deal with 50. Do you go back and do another album for Def Jam?
Mm-hmm. Yup.
Now, did you end up working with Dame again on the album?
No.
Okay. But you and Dame had some plans to do some stuff too?
Yeah, I think Dame had some plans with me. We never really discussed in detail what that was. There's too much going on, man.
At that time?
Yeah, too much going on.
This situation proves that real competition in hip-hop has always been about business moves and not just music. When you really look at it, 50 Cent and Jay-Z were playing two completely different games at the same time. One was scaling fast with volume and momentum, and the other was building long-term power and control. And honestly, I respect both approaches, because this is what high-level entrepreneurship actually looks like in the music industry. It's not about who drops the hottest track. It's about ownership. It's about leverage. And it's about knowing when to make a move and when to hold your position. 50 Cent reportedly built G Unit into a multi-million-dollar brand that generated over $100 million at its peak through music, merch, and partnerships. That's not just rap success. That is elite-level business strategy right there. So let me ask y'all this. Do you think Jay-Z made the right call by not letting that deal happen with 50 Cent and Beanie Sigel? And if things played out differently, would Beanie Sigel working with 50 Cent have changed the entire balance of power in hip-hop? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. And make sure you like and subscribe. Peace.